Wcw Halloween Havoc 1997, held on October 26, 1997, is a famously lopsided pay-per-view. It is anchored by one of the greatest cruiserweight matches in wrestling. History: Rey Mysterio Jr. vs. Eddie Guerrero, but bogged down by a bloated, highly controversial second half featuring overbooked NWO angles and a weak main event. The masterpiece: WCW Cruiserweight Title Mask vs. Title, Rey Mysterio Jr. vs. Eddie Guerrero. This is widely regarded as not just the greatest match in the history of Halloween Havoc, but one of the absolute best in WCW history. Eddie plays the perfect, hateable heel bully, while Rey delivers jaw-dropping, gravity-defying high-flying offense. The crowd is electric for every near-fall, culminating in Rey countering a crucifix powerbomb into a Frankensteiner to win the title. The undercard highlights: Ultimo Dragon Warriors paced stiff, technically sound opening match that showcased the international talent that WCW relied on early in their cards. Chris Jericho vs. Gado, a solid, athletic match that saw Jericho lock in the Lion Tamer for the tap-out victory. Randy Savage vs. Diamond Dallas Page Las Vegas Death Match, a brutal, chaotic brawl that saw both men flying into the crowd and around the Halloween-themed set. Despite the overbooking, including a fake Sting showing up with a baseball bat, DDP and Savage worked incredibly hard to deliver a highly memorable, hardcore-style match. The underwhelming main event and controversial angles: Hollywood Hogan vs. Roddy Piper steel cage match, a notoriously sluggish, bizarre main event. The match relies heavily on the Sting vs. fake Sting NWO angle, causing confusion and dead crowd reactions. Ultimately, Piper won via a sleeper hold, but the post-match angle where Savage leaped 20 feet from the cage and the duo beat up a fan planted in the crowd left a sour taste. Lex Luger vs. Scott Hall, a disjointed match featuring guest referee Larry Zbyszko. It was highly overbooked, featured heavy unwoe interference, and failed to gain momentum. Kurt Hennig vs. Ric Flair, a match that unfortunately prioritized storytelling and revenge over a technical wrestling clinic, ending in a disqualification when Flair used his own belt. Verdict: the first hour of this card, specifically the Mysterio Guerrero Classic, is essential viewing for any wrestling fan. However, the event heavily declines as it transitions into the main event scene, relying on formulaic NWO interference, confusing fake Sting storylines, and a clunky main event.